I do my glasses. One point, ready to go. How are you? How are you? How are you? Stupid back feed. All right. How's it going? Ready to get going? I am too. Got my specs. I can see. Because without my specs, I'm blind like a bat. How are you guys doing today? I have to get my daily exercise, so I was kind of late getting back, but we're back at it, right? I was hearing something my son told me about that FanDuel don't want people sharing like parlays or something to that extent. They need to be ready for. I mean, so when you get on the World Wide Web, you're gonna get people on the web who's never been on the web before, right? They got a new phone, now they're on the web, so it's gonna be like, I mean, everything is gonna go down. So they should have been ahead of the game. I guess they said that some guy was cracking them across the head for 80 G's a week or a month or something, for something like that. I guess FanDuel got sick of him. See, here's the deal. If you're not winning any money, you can share as many parlays you want, internet, wherever. You can get on the street and do it, right? But as soon as you start winning, that's when the game changes. So the other guy, he didn't understand that that rule doesn't apply to everybody, I don't think, because I haven't heard it. I had to go back and read. But that rule doesn't apply to everybody, I don't think. When you start winning, trust me, if he's making that kind of a money, oh yeah. And they watching that guy too. And if the guy's that good and he's winning, it's legit. Yes. But if he's not legit, it's Vegas, baby. All right, let's get at it. The Detroit game is still delayed. It's raining. That fucking sucks, but it's to be expected. Back east this time of the year. Now we got ESPN up, and that's it. We're ready to go. All right. Trusty glasses. Oh, dirty. I don't know. Did we take Texas or anything like that? I don't know. Let's look. So we got Texas 3, Baltimore 0, fourth inning. The A's and the Tigers delayed to rain. Toronto 3, Cleveland. I'm sorry, yeah. Toronto 3, Cleveland 0. It's in the bottom of the first. The Indians have 2 on and 1 out. Okay, and now we've got the Atlanta Braves versus the New York Mets. Atlanta, this is the top of the third. Atlanta is up to bat. They've got 2 on and 1 out. Man on first and second. New York versus Cincinnati, 0-0 at the top of, it's in the top of the third. Arizona versus Chicago, at the top of the first. Arizona 1, Chicago 0. Milwaukee and Pittsburgh, top of the first, 0-0. But Pittsburgh has a man on second with 2 outs. Seattle and Minnesota, 2 outs with a man on second, no score. Let's see what else we got here. And then the games for later on tonight. Well, guys, I hope we can get something going good today. I really do. All right, so let's get it going. Oh, you know what? I can just look at some scores real quick before everybody gets in. If that's okay with you. Is that okay with you? All right. All right, we're just trying to find some stuff. Oh, yeah, we got it. But you know what, guys? On a small note, on a smaller note, I want to share something with you because I like talking to you guys. You guys are like family, right? But one of my biggest pet peeves is when an outside individual, this has nothing to do with sports, but I was just at the gym and I heard it was a bunch of people, it was a group of people, young group around. So I'm lifting weights, and I guess it was a young lady, and I guess they were trying to get her to break up with her boyfriend, and they just kept saying, they said, yeah, you want me to tell him? I'll tell him, just tell him this. And they was all putting stuff in her ear. And it was like, and I started to say, but I didn't want to interrupt, but I want to go over there and just say so bad, why don't y'all get out of her ear? When she wants to do what she needs to do, let her do it. And if you don't like the fucking guy that bad, why don't you call him up on the phone and stop sending messages? But they won't because that's how cowardly people act. They instigate, right? Because I just listen. I said, man, that's, God damn it, man. You guys got a life or what? So basically, all they're going to do is make that young lady's, their relationship stronger. Yeah. She didn't say anything. She just listened. But I was kind of like, man, this is sickening. Get off her back. I mean, what? And then they go, well, has he ever acted like he was going to hit you? If he does, call the cops. And I'm like, man, y'all stupid. Y'all dumb. Get a life, man. And I guarantee you, because there's another young lady over there too, I guarantee you that's because she probably likes him. Whatever. All right, let's get at it. Now, for tomorrow, the first game on tap, Pittsburgh and the Brewers. Pittsburgh is going to have Paul Skeens on the mound against Jacob Missorowski. I can't pronounce that. Hold on, let's see. Hold on. I'm going to take a stab at it. Let's see. We'll let the computer do it. I can't pronounce that. Hold on, let's see. You suck. Let's see. We'll let the computer do it. I can't pronounce that. Hold on, let's see. You suck.
Jacob Missorowski.
Missorowski. Yeah, I don't. Missorowski. He's Polish, right? That's a Polish last name. And he's probably got all of the good food he could handle when he was a kid. I love Polish food, man. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so Pittsburgh versus Milwaukee. Right off hand, you can usually just say, "Oh, it's Paul Skeens pitching," and and Pittsburgh is gonna win. Not really, because this kid that I couldn't pronounce his last name, Jacob Mizorowski, he's 2-0, ERA 1.64. He's 2-0, and he has 11 strikeouts, right? So let's just take a good look at him. Oh, he's a young bleed. Look at him. He got a baby face and all. All right, so his last two games, I think this kid is a rookie. Yeah, he's 23. Damn, he's 6'7", 197 pounds. He's lanky, man. Okay, so let's look at his last two games. Against Minnesota, he had 6 strikeouts. He took a decision. He won that game. He went 6 innings. He allowed 1 hit and 2 runs, walked 1 batter, and struck out 6. It's good, right? In his very first game against St. Louis, he got the victory, and he went 5 innings. He didn't give up any hits. Holy crap! Okay, so he's 2-0, but his first start, he went 5 innings. He allowed 0 hits, 0 runs. Oh, excuse me. But he walked 4, and he struck out 5. I don't know about you guys, but that's really good. That is really good. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna open the door. That's like fucking real good. That feels a lot better. A whole lot better. Where did I leave off at? Paul Skeens. All right, let's get this shit cracking. So basically, we got a game here. We've got Paul Skeens versus this rookie. Can't pronounce his name, but before the year's up, we're gonna know his name. We're gonna know it really well because I'm looking at him. Yeah, he's a young guy, but his stats are off the chain. Again, his very first game was against St. Louis, and that was in last week, June 12th. He won that game, right? He got the decision. He went 5 innings. He didn't give up. He didn't give up any hits. He didn't give up any runs either. He just walked. The knock on him is he walked 4 and struck out 5, but that's fine. I mean, that's to be expected. But he's a rookie. He's got to find that strike zone. He's got to find the MLB strike zone because every league, college, whatever, the strike zones kind of. Then against Minnesota, he went 6 innings. He went 1 more inning, right? He went 6. He only allowed 1 hit. And that 1 hit must have been when 2 people were on base. And he gave up 2 runs, right? He walked 1 person and struck out 6. So this kid's, it seems like he's promising. So I tell you right now, guys, I mean, we're going to have a pitch out or a pitcher's duel in this game. So right away, I'm going to look at the pitching props because we're going to take the under. Okay, let me pull up that thing so I can always. All right. Okay, here we go. Okay, here it is. Paul Skeens, and so right away, guys, we're going to take the under. You might. I think we'll be okay with taking under 6.5. So that basically means if it's 4-2, we still good, right? But if it's 7-0 or 2-5 or something like that, we're screwed. Let's go here and look at the pitching props. I'm not gonna pick a winner because if I had to, guys, I swear to God, if I had to pick a winner, I'm gonna take the Milwaukee Brewers. I would, but again, I'm not gonna. I mean, if you guys want to, yeah, the Brewers would be the right thing to do, right? But all right, the A's and the Tigers game just started back up. Okay, good, beautiful. So strikeouts, they've got Paul Skeens over 7.5. Let's take that. We got Jacob Miskowski. Hey guys, watch this. Let's take that too. Let me go back and see how he did actually excellent, right? So I'm just gonna double back, right? Hold on for 1 minute. Let's keep it going. All right, so the next, come on, come on, come on. All right, so we took the Milwaukee Brewers. We took that game, the Milwaukee Brewers under, and then we took the pitching props over Paul Skeens over 7.5, and Jacob Mizorowski. We took him over. What was that? Over what? Over what? Over 5.5. I think he's good for that, and that's what I was supposed to be looking at, double checking. Okay, let's see. His last two games, right? 6 strikeouts. Hold on. 6 strikeouts, 5 strikeouts. I say that's a good risk. A good risk. Let's do it, right? Because sometimes here's what's going on with FanDuel. So they're gonna play this nasty game with us, right? So they know that you've got 2 strikeout pitchers, and they already know, what their stats are. Jacob's he's only thrown in like what, 2 games? First one he got 5 strikeouts. Second one he got 6. Paul Skeens, he's all over the place with his strikeouts. So, with that being said, they actually playing a game with Jacob to see if he can make it or whatnot. But I'm not gonna let Vegas cloud my judgment on this. I'm gonna take this new kid over 5.5 for strikeouts, and Paul Skeen over 7.5 for strikeouts. That's in the under, and that's it. We're getting the hell out. Is that guaranteed? Is that a guaranteed winner? Normally, when you think it's a guaranteed winner is when you suck. I tell you, man, you sit down all night, you do your homework and everything, and then all of a sudden, the first game appears. I used to do that all the time in the NFL. First game is at 1, and normally by what, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, my game, I'm shot. Interesting too, guys. I put out another parlay, and it was just like worth like $185. I think I posted it. So hopefully you guys. Oh snap! I forgot that Crochet was pitching tonight. What a dumbass! I just let some money walk away, didn't I? Yeah, shit. I forgot Crochet was on the mound. Holy Jesus. What the hell was I doing? Here we go. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. So you like that too, huh? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Versus the right-handed pitcher. So you'll take Milwaukee, huh? So you were right along with me. I mean, guys, when it comes to Pittsburgh, I am not sold on the Pirates. I mean, this ain't 79 with Dave Parker and all that other shit. These guys versus right-handing pitching. Hold on. Yeah, shit, that's a great bet. Yeah, thanks, dude. No lie. Yeah, I believe you. Thank you. Because, so here's what I don't like about the Pirates. The first thing is you've got Keller, you've got Henley, yeah, one of them, yeah, Henley, and then you've got Paul Skeens. So now you got 3 good pitchers, right? But how are you in the basement, right? because you didn't take care of the hitting. And I think McCutchen is back with Pittsburgh. I don't know how he did it. Yep. Yes, yes. I watched him one game, and I think McCutchen is back. And McCutchen had that look like, I'm just going through the fucking motions. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I mean, when you see a guy that's on a baseball team and he's like just like whatever, and he's going through the motions, you got to let that guy go. You got to do something because that shit is contagious. And yeah, yep, he is. I knew it. McCutchen looked like he didn't want to be there. Well, Reynolds fell off. Yep. And then so last week they played the Tigers, right? And they knew a month, or let's say they knew like 2 or 3 weeks ahead, right? So why don't you go ahead and take your guy Paul Skeens and match him up against Screwball, right? Showtime, give us some show. Well, they didn't do it. They moved him around. They did. And I thought first I thought it was the pitching. Yeah, he needs to. Yeah. I think because I was like, holy shit, McCutchen is still playing. Now I ain't gonna spend a lot of time on Pittsburgh, right? But yeah, I don't trust Pittsburgh. I just don't. But you know what? I missed this Garrett Crochet, and I'm pissed. Fuck. How did I do that? Hold on for 1 minute. I gotta look. Because I must have put it on one of those bets that no, because I don't read. Okay, here it is, right here. Come on. All right, let's go. And I'll be right with you guys. I want to see what I actually did. Because, all right, so that was yesterday. Okay, let's look at today. All right. I took Boston on the money line. That was smart. Okay, because sometimes I do my homework and whatnot, and I do it like yesterday, and a lot of times, man, when I wake up, I'm like, what the hell? I don't know what I picked. Who's fucking playing? So Alzheimer's is sneaking up on your boy real quick. Let's see. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I picked Boston. Well, had I known that, I would have at least picked Crochet for 5 strikeouts. My God. And I didn't even take the under. Well, I don't think they could probably, I don't know. Let me look. Hold on. Because the Angels blow. Yeah. I mean, it's whatever, right? What? He did? And I like Charlie Morton. Well, I hope they give him like 3 weeks off. Because his pitching count is way up. Holy Jesus. 43 pitches in the first inning? God damn it. There's another team that kind of pisses me off is Baltimore. Beginning of the year, I was hyped. They beat up on the Yankees. I'm like, we got him. We got the O's back. Yeah, fooled me. Oh. Yeah, he's out of there. He was at 87 pitches in the 4th inning? Well, oh, hold on. Now I'm curious, man. Hold on. Now I want to go over there and look. I'm just being freaking nosy. Hold on. Fucking poor guy, man. Yeah, he's out of there. Yep. They took him out. They took him out. What after what? When, probably he pitched. Oh, so he went 5 innings. So he gave up 4 hits, 3 runs. God damn, walked 2 people, and only struck out 3. Dude, his ERA is gonna be fucking high next. I mean, soon. His ERA already is like 5.63. You know what? Hold on. I want to see who I took in that game as well. Yeah, you wasn't lying, man. You got it. Okay. Now, I swear to God, I will not lie to you. This was about a month ago. Some guy was on the internet. You know, you just catch a random, like, sports show on YouTube. That's what I'll do. And some guy says, oh, the Baltimore Orioles have the best bullpen. This is like April. The best bullpen in baseball. And I'm like, and I'm buying into it, right? Because he's yelling and screaming like an idiot. So when you yell at us guys, that's how we respond. So I'm like listening to him, right? I'm like, damn, yeah. And then I watched the next 2 games, and I'm like, what the fuck did he see? I don't know, man. Maybe he was on the Orioles payroll. I don't even think they would pay him for that because it's a lie. Yeah, well, I mean that's how that goes. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look and see if I think I took Texas. Not sure, but let's find out. Nope. Nope, I didn't pick them. But at least I got the Bo Sox on the money line, and I'm so stupid because normally when you got the Boston Crochets, Garrett Crochet, when you have him pitching, because did you hear that they're gonna probably trade? Was his name Duran or Duran? They're probably gonna trade him. Like I said, guys, I keep telling you, I said that Duran, you out of here, going to? All right, baby girl. So I told him, I said the only guys that they have is Duran and Crochet, and that's it. I mean, they got other guys over there. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to say anything bad about them, but for the most part, they don't really have too much. All right, so is that okay? This is the first one. Look at the second ticket. And I was getting ready to take a Nerfy on the Tigers game, but I looked at Siriano. Was it Siriano or one of those guys who's pitching? And I was like, I don't know, right? And the only reason I didn't take it is because when you take a Nerfy, you have to be careful. Because like the Tigers was score like 8 runs in 3 innings. So they fucked me like that last week when Scrubber was pitching. And I took the under, and the Tigers scored like 10 fucking runs. I'm like, well, this is fucking bullshit. Your own team fucked you. That's bad. All right, so yeah. Here's another good game, guys. When I put this out here, I hope you guys jumped on this one. Philadelphia and the Mets. Is that the Mets? Yeah. Yeah, Philadelphia and the Mets. That's a good one. Gonna be a good one. Somebody's ERA got to go higher, as long as it's not mine. Wait, who's this? Chicago, Milwaukee, Seattle, and now, okay, yeah, right. I didn't see that. You have to always check because I'll put stuff on there and I won't even remember. And I always tell you guys to be mindful. But before you can be mindful, you got to remember what you put down, like me. Dumbass. All right, so let's see. I did take Cincinnati in one game. Hey, yeah, what's going on, Alan? Did you get those things that I put out? And you like the bird is the word. I tell you what, the bird is the word. That song should be yes. That song should be played 24 on a 24-hour loop. I'll endorse that shit. Mm. All right, let's get at it. The bird is the word. I like watching a Family Guy. When what's his name was going, when Peter was going around saying that shit, he was like, "Have you heard Brian?" And then the little baby told him, "Don't answer it." It was too late. Getting Peter. Let's see. That song is awesome. Wait a minute. Gonna stop at Little Caesars. All right, so the wife says she's gonna stop at Little Caesars if she don't trust me to cook. Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I had to read his text, man. Peter Griffin is the fucking man. He beats the shit out of Homer. The bird is the word. So yeah, okay, here we go. Let's get. So how did you like those picks that I put out? I took some WNBA games. Yeah, yeah. We got a hit, man. We got a hit. One of the guys that's on here right now. Where did I do on my screen? Jesus Christ. Here we go. So we got the Goon that's on here, and the Goon was just telling us how one of the Boston pitchers was at like he threw like eight. He's got like 87 pitches. He's thrown 87 pitches, and he's in the 4th inning. Yeah, when I went back to check on it, he's gone. Yeah, they pulled him. He's gonna have 2 ice bags on tonight. Yeah, the WNBA is heating up. The Chicago sky sucks. And what's that girl's name? Yeah, you better, because I grabbed 2 games. But I stayed away from the Fever, and I forgot who that was, because I think the Fever might win that. But Chicago fucking sucks. They've got. So here's my opinion. What's the girl? Not Caitlin Clark, but what's the other lady? It is tricky, and that's why I stayed away from it. But that other young lady that's with, yep, you got that right. And then I took, you saw where I took the Dodgers and I cheated because I knew they was playing Colorado where the ball jumps. I took the over. I took the over, and I took the Dodgers on the run line, right? Shit. You could make a living off that Dodger game. Fuck you, Jack. All right, let's get back at it. Man, I run my mouth all day. It's good to have you guys in here. Hey, The Thug, make sure you sign up, man. Subscribe and like the page if you do. If not, yeah, that's okay. We're still here for you. We're trying to get this big hit. We're trying to get the big hits. Right? All right. So we did the Pittsburgh thing, and we got all that taken care of. The Diamondbacks versus the White Sox, right? So we got Zach Gallen, 5-8, ERA 5.60, 86 strikeouts against Sean Burke of Chicago. He's 3-7. ERA though is 4.5, right? He's got 61 strikeouts. Now, you know who I'm leaning towards. I'm going to take the White Sox on this. It's not because it's just good to say or I want the money. The White Sox have been surging. I like this matchup because ever since Zach Gallen pulled that jack move last year, I'll tell you what the jack move he pulled, his career has started going down. So if you don't know, last year Zach Gallen doing great. Strikeouts, he's the man. Well, he came in the game and he threw 2 pitches. 2. I had him in 3 of my. Actually, it's my fault too, though, because I shouldn't have put him in 3 parlays, right? But he was doing so good, it was like Money in the Bank. Man, this dude threw 2 pitches, called up the coach. They took him out of the game. And I'm like, you guys ain't even going to kiss us or what? But ever since that, and I guarantee you, after that game, this guy ain't got to worry about anything for the rest of his life. And that's probably why his record's like that. He just don't care anymore. I like the Sox. I like Sean Burke. And Smith is the other pitcher that I like for the White Sox. Low key, guys, the White Sox has a nice young team, and they're putting it together. They'll be fine. But I'm going to take the White Sox, and I'm not going to get too greedy. I'll take them plus the points. Hold on, let's see. Oh, my fucking God. The Athletics 4, Screwball 2. I mean, the Tigers 2. What a fucking jackass. They play too much, man. How did that happen? Well, let's go down and check them out. Let's check out the scores while we're at it. Texas 3, Baltimore 0, Toronto 4, Cleveland 1, New York 3, Cincinnati 0, Atlanta 0, the Mets 3, Seattle 3, Minnesota 0. And remember, I told you guys yesterday. Yeah. I mean, I hate to say this, man, but that pitcher that the Athletics have, he can hold his own for another 2 or 3 innings, though. He's not that bad. Fuck my life. Seattle just scored another one, so Seattle 5, Minnesota 0. And I told you guys, Minnesota came off like, no, they started slow. Then they picked it up. Now these guys are tanking out again. So I don't know. Seattle 5, Minnesota 0, Arizona 1, the White Sox 1. Pittsburgh 0, Milwaukee 2, Tampa sucks 2, Tampa 2, Kansas City 0, the Cubbies 0, and McGravy and St. Louis Cardinals have 2. Philadelphia and Houston just started up, and I should have took the I did take that game, and I should have, but I didn't take a Nerfy because I didn't take the Nerfy because Philly can hit pretty good. That's why I didn't take it. All right, got it. I remember that now. So you can look at stuff and you look at situations and you'll say, damn, I know that's why I didn't do it. Yeah. And Athletics 4, Screwball 2. See, I just had this thing in my head, right? And I was like, I don't think these guys are gonna go under, right? And then I also had this voice in my head saying, hey, dude, you picking too many Tiger games. We gotta have the Tigers to go, man. Let me check these. Piece of shit, man. I think it's Vegas fucking with us. All right, let's see. I'm sure I took the Tiger. Yeah, I took the Tigers in this one, right? The first one. I took them on the run line. Ain't that a bitch? Fucking cocksucker. Took the Tigers on the money line. Yeah. Making sure Oh, wait. I didn't take him. I didn't take him in this one game. Yes. Fuck you, Jack. And how much is that for? Okay, so there's one for $3,000, and I don't think we put the Tigers on that, right? I don't think we did. Nope. Fuck you, Vegas. Yeah, fuck you, Vegas. They thought they had us. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. But we took Atlanta. Is Atlanta winning? No. I swear to God, I hate Vegas, man. I hate these guys. Let's look. Finish looking. I don't even want to. All right, so we'll take that down, right? Well, here's another game. We didn't take the Whites. We didn't take the Tigers, but we took Kurt Struble to throw at least 6 strikeouts, right? Hopefully he'll get that, right? Nope, no Tigers. Yes, this is the second ticket. No Tigers. I guess I was being mindful, huh? Normally I don't. I just start scratching out like this. Okay, and here's a ticket that I love, the one that I put together. I like the LA Dodgers on the run line. I like the over in that game. I took the Philadelphia Phillies under, and I got their pitchers at least. Well, one of them throwing 4 strikeouts, the other one throwing 3. Now, you son of a bitch! I got the fucking Tigers on here on the run line. Oh my god! What a dumbass! Yep. You laugh. You laugh. All right, I'm done with them. Hold on for 1 minute, guys. All right, let's get cracking, baby. Let's get at this. All right, so where are we at now? Okay. All right, Diamondbacks, White Sox tomorrow's at Gallon. I'm gonna go with Sean Burke. Let's take the White Sox plus the points. Hold on for 1 minute, guys. I'm gonna. Yeah, well. See, I was all fired up. I took the wind out of my sail, man. Goddamn fucking Tigers. All right, it's time to put them up on the watch board real quick. Hold on. ESPN, stupid Detroit Tigers. You know what? I didn't even know the Tigers. Well, I know they were winning a whole lot, but I didn't know they were 8 games in front of Cleveland. And if they don't watch it, right? If Cleveland doesn't watch it and Detroit gets too far to reach, like in double digits, they'll clinch real early over there. All right, let's go to the Tigers. Stupid. God, I'm dumb. Philadelphia has two two batters. I mean, 2 runners on base, first and second, no outs. You know what? Let me check one other thing before I leave that one. I want to look at the pitch outs. I mean, the pitch strike or the pick. So Valdez only has 1 strikeout. Suarez, where is he at? And he's got 1. Okay, so that's okay. Screwball, how many strikeouts does Screwball have? He's got 2. He gave up 2 home runs. That's what it is. Okay, but Sirianno, man, that dude. If he gets a big comfortable lead like that, that's hard to beat him. Is it impossible? No, but when you get a Screwball gave up the gopher twice. Sirianno, the Tigers are gonna have to work hard. Maybe we can get Torkelson to smack some balls around. But normally, if a pitcher like Sirianno gets a big lead like that, this motherfucker turns into what's it, Ryan? The pitcher back in the day? You know what I'm talking about. But he turns into like a monster. Oh man, I hate these fucking dudes. Turns into Roger Clemens too. That's one. All right, so who's up to bat now? Okay, so the Tigers got 1 man on, but they have 2 men out. So keep our fingers crossed, and maybe something good will happen for us. All right, back to the game. So we took the White Sox plus the points for tomorrow. The Boston Red Sox versus the Los Angeles Angels. Now that's another game that I wouldn't be rushing to the booth to play, but it's just interesting. So let's take a look. Putting shit up about the Tigers, man. Yeah, rub it in, please. I think the Tigers will come back and do it, though. Because the A's bullpen fucking sucks, too, right? I mean, the Tigers bullpen is better. Let's see. So, Boston versus the Angels. The Angels have, what's this guy's name? Kikuchi, who's 2-6. ERA 3.01, 87 strikeouts. He's going against Richard Fitz, who's 0-3, ERA 4.71, and 15 strikeouts. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Angels. The pitchup matchup really favors the Angels, but also I just think the Boston Red Sox suck this year. They know they aren't doing well. That's why they're getting ready to deal off Duran. So let's go in here and take, I don't know. Let's take the Angels on the money line. You know what? No. Let's take them on the run line because this dude's ERA is pretty high. You know what? Let's do some investigating. Let's look at Richard Fitz's numbers. So, his last 3, he lost in that game. But he only went 1 inning. He gave up 4 hits, 5 runs. Holy fuck! This dude gave up 5 runs in 1 inning. Yeah, he's got 1 foot on a banana peel and 1 foot out the door with that right there. Milwaukee was the next game. He went 3. He gave up 2 hits. Not bad, right? In his very first game against the White Sox, he went 5 innings and actually had a pretty good game. He went 5 innings, giving up 2 hits, no runs. He only walked 1 batter, and he struck out 5. So we'll get a guy a benefit of the doubt, but I'm not going to pick him or the Boston Red Sox. Yeah, we'll just take the Angels on the run line. Man, I cannot believe I fucked that up. Well, shit, man. Let's get moving. Washington Nationals versus the San Diego Padres. Mackenzie Gore, enough said, versus Nick Pivetta. Watch this, guys. You know what this is. This is going to get... Fuck it. Okay, we're going to take the under on this game, right? We're going to take Mackenzie Gore. Definitely taking the over. And come on. So his last 3 games, 4 strikeouts, 5 strikeouts, and 6 strikeouts. I think he'll go back up, right? But maybe not. I do know that the Padres, you know what? They don't have the pitching prospects. The pitching numbers up yet. So we can just wait. But right there, you definitely want to take the under in that game. Definitely. Right? If you want me to pick a winner in that game, let's see. I'm going to take San Diego. And here's what I don't like. Gore is a hell of a pitcher. He's got a whole bunch of strikeouts. But he's got a losing record, man. And every time I watch him, he's always losing. So it's kind of hard to back them guys like that. Give me San Diego on the money line. Toronto Blue Jays, Cleveland Indians. Or Guardians, I'm sorry. You see? I just get used to it, man. When I was a kid, man, like in the 70s, it was the Indians. Yeah. So, good pitching props in that game, but you definitely want to take the under, and you definitely want to get Nick Pivetta. Now, let's say Nick Pivetta for like 4 or 5, right? Because his last 3, 9, and 3, and these are good pitchers, right? But and I say it over and over, you don't want to push it to the limit with these guys because pitchers are human and they do get tired, and you don't. And better yet, you do not want to mess up a nice ass parlay ticket with one of these guys. So we'll do. Just look at whatever the minimum is, and if it increases your profit, take it. If it don't, leave it alone. And you also have to watch it with FanDuel, because FanDuel might twist our arm and make us take 5. And then if you take 5, it's still not enough, and maybe your price will go down. Sometimes they have shitty prices. So right now, I'm taking an under. Texas Rangers, Baltimore Orioles. They don't have anybody listed, right? I don't know who they're trying to fool, right? They're playing a game of chess. Really? Just go ahead and put them up. You guys. Texas is 38-41. Hold on, let me get it. 38-41. Baltimore is 34-44. They 10 games up under the 500 mark. The Rangers are struggling to get back. So why you don't want to have your pitchers listed? Who are you going to fool? Maybe they might fool each other. I don't know. It's just dumb to ask me. So I will hold off and wait. And it's okay because I probably won't even come back to that game. Because I don't like it. There's a good one right here. The Toronto Blue Jays. Holy crap. Where has this guy been? Okay. So Max Scherzer will be starting for the Toronto Blue Jays. He has no decisions. He has one. He's got a ERA of 6.0. What happened on his first game back? Let's see. He went 3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, struck out 1. These guys are getting older, man. And Scherzer used to be like my favorite guy, right? But he still is. But you can look at their record when they start. When you get up there, you can't sling that ball like you used to. Nolan Ryan could. But I don't know. I don't know why they did that. They'll be going up against the Cleveland Indians. I'll take the Cleveland Indians on the money line, right? Because you never know what may happen with Max. He might come out all fired up. So let's take Cleveland on the money line. The Oakland Athletics versus the Detroit Tigers. Hold on, let me go ahead and mark that off. Jacob Lopez, 1-4, ERA 4.25, 49 strikeouts versus Jack Flannery, who's 5-8, ERA 4.83, 93 strikeouts. Now, the Tigers are going to have to get this shit together because this guy, Jacob Lopez, he's not something to, laugh at. This guy will give it to you, right? So they've got to be ready. I mean, I don't. You know what, guys? This game should go under, right? And I'm going to take the under in this game. We can also take pitcher props, but I don't think that they have it. Yeah, fuck you, Jack. Let's take the A's on the money line. Let's get greedy. We'll take the A's on the money line on this one. Or Ron, you don't like your boys the Tigers? It's not that I don't like them. It's just that I love them. But Flannery, I don't know, man. It's like lately you can't really trust the dude. And we just got off of Scherzer. Now when he's with the Tigers, Scherzer was like Mr. Dependable, right? Remind me of the guy named Frank Tahana who used to pitch like this, reliable. Some guys are and some guys aren't. Yeah. I'm taking the Athletics on the money line. That should be a good price on that one. New York Yankees versus the Cincinnati Reds. This is going to be a good one too, guys. Max Fry versus Brady Singer, right? This game is... Hold on, let me go over here. This game is definitely going under. Yep, fuck you, Jack. It's going under, and you know what? You can do some pitcher props, but they don't have them up yet. I'm going to take the Yankees on the run line. Because it's a difference between when the Reds is playing Pittsburgh. This is the Yankees. You know what I mean? So let's do that. So let's take the New York Yankees on the run line, and we're going to take the under in that game. Should give us some good money, man. Atlanta Braves versus the New York Metropolitans. Clay Holmes is looking pretty good. This other guy they've got named Didier or whatever, he's 0-1, ERA 7.20. Let's take a better look at it before we judge this guy. He's only played one game. He took a loss. He went 5 innings, gave up 6 hits, and 4 runs. Yep, no thank you. But can he? I mean, you never know, right? I'm not. So let's take Clay Holmes and the Mets. I'll take them guys on the run line, man. Tampa, and I already want to take this game, but we just got to go through it, though. The Rays versus the Royals. Drew Rasmussen, he's 6-5, ERA 2.61, 63 strikeouts versus Michael Walker, 4-6, ERA 3.24, 67 strikeouts. Well, you know what? I'm not so quick to. So Drew's last game, he's been okay, right? He goes an average of about 5 innings. He gave up 4 hits, 1 game, 7 hits, and 6 hits. Give up 2 runs, 1 game, 4 in another, and 2. Strikeouts is decent, 5, 3, and 3. But you gotta have more than that when you're going up against Michael Walker. So I'm gonna take the Kansas City Royals on the money line. Oh, Tampa's favorite. Okay, so if that being the case, if Tampa's favorite, watch this. Let's do this. We're gonna take Kansas City plus the points. So that way, if you have another parlay, you can just take Tampa on the money line. That way, you have a chance of winning 2 parlays. All right, let's keep it trucking. Seattle Mariners G Kirby versus Minnesota's Jay Ryan. I like Jay Ryan, right? But Minnesota just really haven't showed me anything, man. These guys just, I'm going to skip over that game, guys. I don't like that game, right? But I'm nosy. Let's go see what's going on. Mm-hmm. You know, guys, we're gonna go ahead and go with the Minnesota Twins. Joe Ryan is on the mound. George Kirby is not as effective as he was last year. Joe Ryan's got a low ERA at 3.06. He's 7-3, 96 strikeouts. Yeah, the sun has got to shine on Minnesota sometime, right? Fucking sucks. Minnesota money line. Let's not press our luck. Okay, Chicago Cubbies and the Cardinals. Matthew Boyd, lefty, 6-3, 2.84 ERA, 79 strikeouts versus Eric Fetty, who's 3-6, ERA 3.54, 55 strikeouts. He's usually pitches 5 innings, 1 game, 6, 4, and 4. Okay. And I know who I want to pick, right? I want to pick St. Louis, but I just want to make sure I don't miss anything, right? I like Fetty. Matthew Boyd screwed me over the last time he pitched. Well, yeah, give me St. Louis on the money line on this one. But I know Chicago is favored, but I don't see why I think that this should be really close. I like the St. Louis Cardinals enough to take them on the money line, right? You got to get a win, man, because my confidence is starting to go in that toilet. Here's another good one, guys. Philadelphia Phillies, Zach Wheeler versus the Houston Astros and Gordon. Houston's going to get fucking cooked. Give me the Philadelphia Phillies on the money line. No, I'll take the Philadelphia Phillies on the run line, and that's it. I mean, if you want to go with some pitcher props, like for Zach Wheeler, I definitely would. I mean, I definitely advise for you to do it, but don't go overboard with it, because he's capable of throwing 7 to 10 strikeouts, right? Um, but you're not trying to kill a game. You just want to take a little. You just want a little bit. You don't want to bust it open, right? So I would just take about what 6 or 7 strikeouts. I would say 6, right? There's the sprinkles on top. It is nothing worse than having a kick-ass parlay, and then all of a sudden you got one guy that's pitching, and this fucker don't throw, or he's short 1 strikeout, and or um, it gets rained out, and the game is not postponed. Well, it's not voided. It's just going to be suspended, which means they're going to have to come back the next day and play it. Well, that pitcher ain't going to come back in that next game. So when that happens, you're fucked. So let's stay with Philadelphia. Philadelphia is decent, not decent. They're better than decent. I like the Phillies. They straightened San Diego out a year ago. Run line Phillies. Pitcher props with those pitcher props. Let me see if it's up. It should be up. What are you doing? They don't even have it up. The guy that's in charge of this, he's probably on his union break. So if you walk outside and you walk past the FanDuel office and you see a guy eating a sandwich, running his mouth, shooting his mouth off, this guy should be inside putting his stuff up. All right, so we'll just wait. Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Colorado Rockies. What the wait. Wait. What did I do? Okay. Hold on, guys. I got lost on my sheet. Eric Fetty, we got that right. We got Philadelphia's right. We'll take Philadelphia on the run line. Pitcher props, let me see. Because I clicked on the wrong game, I think. Yep, nope, they still don't have it up. So we'll just have to wait, and then we'll go with some pitching props then. But I definitely would wait and see what they're going to put up there so we can get this money. The Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Colorado Rockies. Batting practice. Oh, yes. Are they coming back? Hell yeah. Because the A's don't have doesn't have a bullpen. And that's why I told you guys I wasn't going to take the under in that game. Oh, boy. They got a ways. The Tigers got 4, right? Or the Tigers got 7? I love the Tigers too, man. Those guys are awesome. Whoa, the Tigers winning. Holy fuck. Straightened my little fucking ass out, didn't they? Yeah, that's why I tell you guys, don't shoot your mouth off. I had this lead that I used to work for. And wait. Hold on. Let's go, bitch. Damn it. Yeah, man, no shit. Yeah, you did. Holy fuck. I used to have a lead. I used to when I was working, when I was like in my 20s, and go to work, and yeah, yes, yep. And this guy used to straighten us out all the time for no reason. He would just, hold on, let me get you. Hold on, let me see. That's correct. That's it. That's all you can do. Never doubt. Yep. You just got to do it. Keep it going. You're right. You will lose all your money. And I don't want to see that happen. I'm trying. So now, dude, I'm like breaking my neck to get these parlays put out there. Because my wife goes, "You sure hit a whole lot, but now you got these guys. Have you guys hitting big?" I say, "No, not yet. I'm trying to get a big hit." Well, she just said keep whacking at it, and when she said keep whacking at it, I'm like, you can't say no. She can't say. Oh, we're not at work, so she could say it. Yeah, I lose all my money, man. Yeah. Yes. Well, why didn't my fucking phone go off? I set it to the game and it didn't even go up. I swear to God, dude. Keep whacking at it. Yep. Well, we will get canceled, dude. You will get canceled and straightened out. So, let's see. That's right. Let's go. Let's do it. So, really quickly, there's a guy that I work with. He was an older guy, right? And he used to be in the Marines or whatever. So he would just like yell at us, straighten us out all day. And then after we get finished, he would be up in your face, yelling and screaming, and telling you where to go, spit coming out. And there was this one new kid that came out. And that fucking poor guy took a fucking beating. We made him go work with him. And he got yelled at all day. But see, because we worked the ramp. So when we were finished with the plane and go in, he was this totally different guy. He was nice. He was calm. He would buy us food and coffee. But as soon as we stepped back out on the ramp, he changed again. And he's yelling like he don't even know us. He's yelling and screaming at us, pointing in our face. And of course, we loved it. Yeah, he was tough. Yeah. It was the good old days, man. And he would curse us all out. But, we're not going to tell on him. Because that was our guy, man. And plus, he kind of had to. You got to straighten guys out, man. If you don't, guys need a good cursing out, right? Because sometimes we'll just get out of hand. So, and plus, you can respond better. Like some people you can't yell at, they won't respond, right? Well, I was one of those guys that if you talk really nice and all of that, and you trying to tell me to bunt and all this, I don't respond to that. Now, if you start yelling and screaming and swearing, I get fired up too. And I'm like, yeah, sorry, coach, I'm back on it. Don't say you're sorry, yeah. And everybody gets fired up, right? But some people don't, though. Like some people get, I don't know. I don't know. But I get it, right? If that's, yeah. But yep. I get it and everything, but that's why we set up teams and stuff like that. And that way, because you got to know your audience. That way, when you set up your audience, people won't get offended really easy, right? And then your productivity goes up, right? But, and then when we had certain people to come over, we had to kind of like change it, right? Because, yeah. All right, so let's see. Where do we go? Oh. The Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Colorado Rockies. You know who we're going to pick, but I'm just going to go through the fucking motions with this one, boy. Yeah, shout out to Big B. We used to call him the Colonel. He passed away. Rest his soul in peace. Fucking love that guy. Wouldn't a day go by where he would go in the office to straighten management out for no reason? We'll go, Bill, why are you straightening management out? And then he would say stuff like, "You want to be a fucking idiot the rest of your life?" And we go, "No, Bill." He said, "Don't be stupid." And we're like, "What did you say?" Right? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 I mean, usually when you get a really good team and they play a really bad team, and it's like baseball and it's like a long ass season. Usually that's that team that sucks. They, they, you always got to find something that'll motivate you, and that's their World Series, man. So when they play guys much higher, they motivate themselves. They say, well, we got something to prove. This is our World Series, boys. This is it, right? Because them guys is like they haven't even reached 20 wins yet, have they? So you got to find something that's, you know, whatever. All right. I got all these stupid windows open. This is so stupid. Okay. 25th. Yeah. Yeah, the Colorado Rockies, and the Dodgers. Yakamoto. Yakamoto is awesome. 5 strikeouts, 4 strikeouts, and 9 strikeouts. Okay. Gave up 7 hits one, 6 hits in the other, and four. Uh, hasn't had a win in the last 3 games, right? He gave up 3 runs against San Diego. He gave up 6 runs to San Francisco. Now, this guy's decent for the Rockies, though. He usually pitches 6 innings. The thing about it is he gives up about 1 hit an inning. So, like the last game he played against Washington, he went 6 innings. He gave up 6 hits, gave up 2 runs, five. Let's see. Yeah, he played. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 6 hits, and then against the Mets, he pitched 3 and gave up 8. Okay, so that's enough for me. I'll take the Dodgers on the run line. We gotta take advantage of this, like when we can get it, and try to get this money and try to maximize our profit, man. Because we gotta hit. So let's take the Dodgers on the money line. If you guys got something different, just let me know. We can work through it. I mean, even though the Rockies are not that good, no, they're not. Uh huh. Yeah, well. Okay, so run line. Yankees. You know what? Let's take the Yankees on the money line. Let's not get too arrogant. Um, the Miami Marlins versus the San Francisco Giants, and that smell of Marlin victory. Let me go ahead and look at this. I live for these games right here. I like that matchup. Cantrell. Wait. This is today. Yeah. Sorry. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Edward Cabrera for the Miami Marlins. 2-2, ERA 3.81, 63 strikeouts for Edward Cabrera. Logan Webb 7-5, ERA 2.49, 114 strikeouts. Hold on, guys. Give me a minute. Oh, somebody was commenting on my thing on Facebook. I just found out, man, that somebody, you know, sometimes as people we can do foolish stuff, you know. I don't know, man. All right, let's get back at it. Cabrera, we already looked at him, and I don't. So the last 3 games for Cabrera, he struck out 5. Right? I mean, he has 5 strikeouts each inning. 5 strikeouts, 5 strikeouts. So the last 3 games, he had 5 strikeouts against Philadelphia, 5 against the Nationals, 5 against Tampa. Against Philadelphia, he went 6 innings. He gave up 2 hits. Against Washington, he went 3 innings, gave up 2 hits. Tampa, he went 4 and gave up 6 hits. Okay. Yeah, this guy is almost there though. He's gonna be good. He doesn't give up that many hits, right? He gave up 2 to the Phillies, and he gave up 2 to the Nats, and Tampa got in his ass. They got 6 hits on him. But watch this. Tampa got 6 hits off this guy, but he only surrendered 1 run. He struck out 5. Okay. I mean, he's decent, right? He's that guy that in time you know he's going to be good. Logan Webb is consistent though, right? So Webb's last, yeah, we got to go with San Francisco on this one because, against Cleveland, Logan Webb got the decision. He got the win. He went 7. He only gave up 7 hits. He only gave up 1 run, right? Struck out 9, right? In the game against the Dodgers, he got the victory. He went 7 innings. He gave up 2 hits. That's damn good, right? He only gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. The last game against Atlanta, he didn't get a decision. He went 6 innings. He gave up 6 hits, 2 runs. He didn't walk anybody, and he got 10 strikeouts. It's easy for me, right? So I'll take San Francisco on the money line. You know, but the scary thing about it is the Marlins can play, right? And that's sometimes kind of, when you go against teams like the Marlins, it's almost like they've got us bullied, right? It's like you want to bet against them, but in the back of your mind, you see a scoreboard saying Miami 20, Georgia State 2. And so you kind of get like, damn, do I have to, but the only thing I can say is we just look at the matchups, right? And then we just do our best from there. Hold on. And we just do our best from there. Let's go back. This is a 16-legger. That's too much, right? I only do like 16 leggers if it's like basketball, like single games and all of that. When you get with baseball and you start doing 16, that becomes tedious and it can probably confuse you. Can you do it? Yes. Well, you can. So here's my philosophy, guys. It does not matter if you do a 20 leg, 19 leg. If it's your time to win, your wife can throw your computer out and you will walk down the stairs and find the money on the ground. So basically, what I'm saying is that when it's your time to get that money, it's going to happen no matter what. So, could you just look? Just think about it like this: what if the wives and the girlfriends were able to intercept messages from the universe when they knew we were going to get some extra money? We would be so screwed, wouldn't we? You laugh. They might be coming up with something like that. We're already behind the 8 ball with them. What the hell? A funny little story. When I was younger, I just thought I was. I thought I was smarter than the average girl, right? I did, and I just thought we were even, right? Like, right. But the older I got, and the more chicks was running circles around me, I quit. I'm like, okay. So only thing what I learned to do is you got to stay out in front of them. Sometimes that doesn't work because remember they see us coming, man. They, like we got the muscles, right? They got they're very intuitive by nature, so. But also, still, too, don't let them trick you because they can trick you and say, "Oh, what are you doing?" And then we'll get scared and we'll give all the information out, and they don't know. They just bullying us mentally, and they will do it. I know one guy who went to war with his wife, and I begged the guy not to do it. I said, "Dude, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna." I kept telling him. He's like, "Oh no, I'll straighten her out." We came over there. I think it was like Christmas Eve or something, and she was in the kitchen cooking, and she yelled out, asked him when is he gonna shovel. This is when I was back in Michigan, and she goes, "When are you gonna shovel the goddamn snow?" And we looked at him. We said, "Hey, you got that under control, don't you?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'll be out there in a minute." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, you're her bitch." Yeah, no, they just smart like that, man. Just stay out in front of them, right? If you can. That's very hard to do. All right, so we got 16 legs right now, right, on this ticket. Do you want to do a 16 leg? If you want to do a 16 leg, motherfucker, let's do it. You know how much? Okay, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it back to you so you guys know what you're looking at. Hold on, this is awesome. Ugh, fucking do it. I tell you what, guys, talking to you guys is just it's really good. I like it. I mean it's therapeutic for me, right? Because I like people. So and plus you listen to me run my mouth, so that's kind of cool. And I like it. It's therapeutic for me. I know some people that don't like people, but they take jobs where they're dealing with people. I'm like that doesn't make sense. All right, so let's get at it. Let's get at it. All right, where are we? So let me read these tickets off for you. So the Pittsburgh Pirates at Milwaukee, we take the under 6.5 in that game. We take Paul Skeens over 7.5 strikeouts. Okay, so that's what's boosting it. And we take Jacob Miswowski over 5.5 strikeouts. Can this happen? If it's meant to be, it can. I'll spend $10 on this ticket. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna. That's my ultimate dream is to hit for that, guys. I mean, is it possible? Yes, yes, it is. The New York Yankees at the Cincinnati Reds. I took the under in that game. Under 9.5. I took the Yankees on the run line. And I didn't do a pitching prop because it wasn't available. And you know what? With all of this, I wouldn't dare put it on there, right? Um, the Yankees on the run line. I took the Chicago White Sox I took the Chicago White Sox plus the points. The Los Angeles Dodgers um, run line. San Diego Padres money line, right? Toronto Blue Jays money line. And I hate to do this to my Tigers, but I took the Athletics on the money line. I it's just Flannery, man. It's just something tells me to stay away from that game. What the hell? Let's do it. No guts, no glory, right? I mean, let's do it. All right. So now we'll just take the Athletics on the money line, and yeah, because that gives. I mean, we could do another ticket, right? But I always want to do a big ticket, mess around, see if we can get it. The New York Mets run line, Kansas City Royals plus the points over Tampa. Minnesota Twins, money line. St. Louis Cardinals, money line. Philadelphia Phillies on the money line. And the Los Angeles Dodgers on the money line. Philadelphia on the run line and the LA Dodgers on the money line. Run line, money line. So don't worry, I'll post it like later on tonight. Or I might get it up as soon as possible so you guys can look at it and get a better feel for what you think may happen or what you're liking. I don't know what our scores are, and I'm about to get up out of here so I can go watch them. But if we hit, just know I'm coming back on this, and we're going to be yelling and screaming, and we probably get put out of the house. Our wives and girlfriends will probably put us out. No, they won't because we got money with two. Because I think the biggest one's like, what was it? I don't know. We'll just wait. But either way, even if we win that $189 game that I gave out, even if we win that one. So guys, basically what I do is I do parlays and I put them out, right? Because a lot of people like to say you're better off not playing the spread. And I always go, why? Because I have success with it. In the future, one time it got so bad, I was winning like every weekend. And I was just having success. I was getting I kept at least $1,200 in my pocket during the college football. And the only reason that happened was because, well, part of it was it allowed me to tease the points in college football. You know how college football is. The line is overinflated. So Ohio State's playing Illinois, right? Oh, they got Ohio State by 24 or 38. Let's say 38. Well, you can say, you know what, fuck this. Take it down to 30 or even take it down to 29. So if you're set to win, let's say $3,000, if you take it down that low, you probably will only get closer to $1,900. But watch this: $1,900 in your pocket is better than $0 in your pocket. So when they allow you to tease sites like ESPN will allow you to tease the game. So that way you have no fear come college. Because when the college game comes and they got that overinflated money line or spread and it's by 30, right? And you go, I don't know if these guys is going to cover 40. You can knock that son of a bitch down to what? At least, and Alan, you know what I'm talking about. You can knock it down to at least yeah, so I mean, when son of a bitch. So my My phone was down to like 1%, and I didn't even notice it. But it just went dark. You know, because when I work out, I take my phone with me, and I just use it. So, but that's it, guys. I mean, we did pretty good today. So now all we got to do is just hope that we win something, we salvage something. Yep. Uh huh. Yes. So what I need you guys to do is just watch what we post, right? And see if we win. Okay, yes. So far, yes. Guys, if you want to know what we're looking at, me and Alan is just something I put out. You can go and look in the YouTube shorts on the City Ballers, and you no, you can't win them all. You can't. But I kind of want you though. So you guys go look and see, and we may have something today. So I mean, was the first time we had like five? I kind of forget, but we have hits before. Yes, we have. So we had more than one. So we're gonna get on them. One of them I'm not gonna count because I didn't even post it. Right, I was chasing like I told you guys don't do, and I ended up getting something. So have you guys ever looked at some of those games where they bet on like guys playing video games and stuff? It's kind of interesting. Have I bet on that before? Yep. All right, stay tuned. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned tonight. If you see that thing go off and City Ballers is going on live, that means we won some money and we're gonna talk about it. If we don't come on, then yeah, Alan, you are the man. Guys, be blessed. Stay up. Stay positive because you want positive things to come to you. If you're negative, you attract negative. So if you're negative, that's what you're gonna attract, right? So practice being positive, right? Alan is super positive because even when I lose it, he pumps me up. That's what we're here for, to pump each other up. We're a team. So talk to you guys later. Have a nice day.